Hello and welcome to Gabe in the Kitchen. Today we're going to be making another simple recipe. Today we're making the Chocolate Chip Shortbread. For this easy and delicious recipe, you're going to need Okay, grab yourself a large bowl. This is gonna be super easy. We're gonna cream together our butter. I always use salted butter. Always use salted butter. It has more flavor. But if you wanna use unsalted, that is fine. Just adjust the salt amount to about half a teaspoon rather than quarter of a teaspoon. And use sea salt, is less harsh. Now, butter in. Now your butter has to be room temperature, guys. Then you wanna add your icing sugar. I'm gonna sift it in. I always sift it in because ours isn't the best quality.
Crack the butter, it's the start of the show. Sugar rains down slow like the softest.
Now here's the thing, you can cream this as it is with a whisk, but I'm gonna use an electric hand whisk. That is an optional option. You don't have to use it. You can use your manual labor, do it yourself by your hand. It will be the same result, but I've already got it out, so I'm gonna use it. Yep, here we are, cream on a low medium speed. That will do. Only a few seconds was needed. We're not technically trying to cream things. We're just trying to mix it together. Now add your vanilla. Then your dry mix. Now you don't want to have a cookie dough texture. You just want to have like large bits of sand texture, and then you put the rest together yourself later. You don't want to do that here.
Chocolate chips falling sweeter than dreams.
That will do. See how it's not quite formed? That's what you want. You don't want it to form. And we'll add our chocolate. If you're using a bar of chocolate, make sure you chop it into tiny little bits. You want it to be as small as you can possibly have it. Ideally, you want to use mini choc chips. At this point, I'll put the mixer aside and I'm just going to use my spatula to mix this together. Guys, that's literally it. The shortbread is done. Told you it'd be an easy recipe. And you just want to tip it all out onto the surface. What we're going to do is we're going to form a dough. You can put the dough as it is in the fridge. If it's a bit too sticky and runny, put it in the fridge, let it set before we do what we're about to do, which is try and roll this out, which is not gonna go well. It ain't gonna go well, but so. Let's do it. Right, so you want about a square? Yeah, this is going about as well as I thought it would. Let's put it in the fridge. We'll give it about 5 minutes in the fridge and then we'll proceed. Round 2. And I'm using my big boy brain. Get some grease proof to go on the bottom, I guess, on your table. Grab your slightly chilled dough. In fact, that's a lot better. That feels a lot better already. Maybe use cold butter. Anyway, put your dough on here, and we're gonna try and form like a square shape as we can. Then, big boy brain, put another grease proof on top, and now we roll, and we don't have to worry about sticking. How you want to preheat your oven to 165 Fahrenheit, 165 Celsius, 325 Fahrenheit. All right, and we're gonna do our best to slice these into perfect squares. Chips like treasure filling the soul. Slice some sharp, crisp lines on the sheet.
loving perfection to me. Shortbread calling, melting your seams.
Right, so guys, here's what I'm gonna do. These aren't the best squares, so I'm just gonna do some ad hoc shaping. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know. Get your dough and shape it. It's best to do it on the baking tray that it's gonna bake in. So I'm gonna start lining them up. These don't spread. They shouldn't anyway. They just might, but normally they don't spread.
Crackling the dream. Dip, tip,
Right, these look decent. Yep, I am reusing this from last week's episode. You can reuse baking tray, grease-proof baking paper. You just have to wipe it so it doesn't, you know, whatever was left on there doesn't burn. But yeah, they're more than safe to reuse, guys. There's a tip for you. Saves you a lot of money. As you can probably imagine, if you bake these now, they'll just spread. So I'm gonna put them in the fridge. Ideally for an hour, but I'm gonna do about 20 minutes today. I don't know. I'll do 20 minutes and see how it goes. If it goes wrong for me, you won't see this video. If it goes right, you see this video, and I'll say 20 minutes is plenty. So yeah, chill for 20 minutes. Yep, here they are, you know, looking... Oh, they're pretty solid. That's good, that's good. We're gonna cross everything. Fingers, toes, heart, everything. And we're gonna hope that turns out okay. We're gonna bake for a maximum of 18 minutes, no more. Keep an eye out when it starts to go golden brown on the edges, a light golden brown, then you know you're ready and good to go. Okay. After about 11, 12 minutes, these are fine. So I guess 18 was a bit of an overshoot. Maybe because they were rolled a bit thin, but yeah, as soon as, that's why I said keep an eye on them. As soon as you start seeing the golden edges, they're done. Leave them be. They're gonna set, solidify, and be absolutely delicious. They're not the best shape, are they? But you know, in the meantime, you didn't forget about these, did you? I'm just gonna temper these in the microwave. Temper. If you want to see how to temper chocolate, I'll leave a link here or there, somewhere, wherever it pops up on the screen, and you can see how it's done. But I'll do this off camera. I'm just gonna temper this. All right. Final stretch. Chocolate ready to go. Clear the baking tray. Lined our cookies, biscuits, shortbread. Our bread? Are these bread? No, they're shortbread. Anyway, we're just gonna dip these. Half of these are gonna be dipped in chocolate. If you have a deeper container, you can just dip like so, nice and easy. But I have this, which is not quite deep enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attempt with a spoon. I'm going to attempt to pour it on and see how that goes. So we'll go for about halfway. It's quite thick, isn't it? So this is not going to go very well. In fact, yeah, this is not near runny enough. So I'm surprised I've made it this far, guys. This recipe has been like begging to be destroyed. Whoa! The shortbread is trying to break itself in half because the chocolate is just that heavy. There we go. Yep.
Oh, no.
That's what happens when your shortbread is too short. Oh dear. All right, so I'll leave that one there in its corner just to sort of gather its thoughts. We'll leave that there. Corner of shame. Let's try this again. I'm gonna go heat this up so it's a bit runnier. It's not working right now, it's too thick. Yeah, completely optional. Not worth this disaster right here. Trying to coat them in chocolates. They're filled with chocolates anyway. But you know me, I must have it coated. So now that our chocolate is a little bit runnier, it might be a little bit less tempered. Let's see if I can give it structure on here. Ah, there's a genius idea. I'm gonna do it on the tray.
Shortbread bites, they make hearts skip. Dipped in bliss, a chocolate drink.
I bet there's some of you out there who are looking at this going, oh my God, this is so painful to watch because you have a better, more efficient way of doing this. Please, please, please let me know in the comments because I would love to know. That one doesn't look too bad. Okay. All right. See that? Genius.
Moment my life feels complete. Makes it spin it, let it shine. Choco chips.
And there's me running out of chocolate. So If you do just the top side and not the bottom side, you'll definitely have enough to cover all your cookies or biscuits or bread. Yeah, you'll definitely have enough, but if you try and do both sides, you're gonna be a little bit short. I'm actually quite surprised we have a product that looks decent. I was like, there's too many mistakes left, right, center. It's just not gonna go well. And we've had a taste. It's actually quite nice. It's delicious. So it's a win-win-win. And there we have it. We have 2 spares that they can stay unchocolated. We'll let this completely set and solidify. And there you have it. I mean, listen, I'm as surprised as you. It actually worked out pretty well. I am very surprised. But yeah, there you have it. I sped up the process by putting it in the fridge for a bit, which isn't great for the biscuit. I only did like a maximum 10 minutes. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. I don't even know what we'll call this. Shortbread. Bread that is vertically challenged. See you guys. Bye.